Hi berries, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you have landed here for the very first time. Hope you subscribed to my channel, clicked on notification bell so don't miss out any further updates. You can also follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the links in the description box. Namaste, this is Dwija aur kaise hain aap? Kamusta bo? Hope you're doing really fine. And since it's about SB19, gotta do my introduction. Get into the zone break. Hi, this is 18. I'm 18. I'm sorry again. I always apologize because I don't really come that often, but that's fine. I just want to stop justifying myself because it's not necessary for me to be here on camera all the time, but I'm always here supporting from here, always. And seeing everyone enjoying the concert and meeting them in real life. There are so many fellow actors who saw them. There are so many fellow Twitter followers of mine who have met them, and I'm so happy for you guys. Sure, I am dying inside to have that for myself as well. One day that'll happen. But it was just, I tried, I did calculate just going to Dubai and then going to the concert, and it was just something I cannot afford for now. So I was like, okay, hopefully one day they'll be near me, and that might not be Dubai, something more near, I don't know, or universe can give me as much money just for that one concert I can see. But I'm really happy for everyone who's watching me as well, who went to the concert and enjoyed it. I envy you, but you deserve it. Okay, Kuya Chuck has just uploaded a new video, and it's what nobody understands about Ken of SB19. I'm not really sure of what exactly it is about, but since it's about SB19, it's been a long while that we have done anything about them. Just decided to go for it, and it's always when I decided to react to SB19, I'm wearing blue. See the coincidence. Anyway, hopefully we'll learn, we'll enjoy, and thank you again, Kuya Chuck, for always working so hard on the videos. I might not react to every one of them, but I always watch it. They are A+. Thank you. Play. Okay, disclaimer of liability.
Sino ang pinaka-spoiled sa grupo?
Sino ang makakalimutan? Hindi mong patapos na, nagkamali pa siya.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Bakit Ken? Bakit si Ken? Bakit si Ken?
Please stop it.
Stop the hate. Oh.
Ken is, in my opinion, the most successful idol in P-pop history. Most fans see him as someone who's living the life most of us can only dream of. But in reality,
it looks too good. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you.
So in today's video, we will reveal the challenges he had to go through just to get where he is today. From being a scrawny kid who only ate instant noodles on his birthdays to becoming the CEO of his own company. I know, Ken's story is like a definition of rags to riches. And the haters are not having it. He quickly became one of the most polarizing figures in the P-pop industry. But before we talk about all that, let's talk about his humble beginnings because it's straight up inspiring.
Hey! So yeah, your skills are on another level, okay? I hope one day you will edit and direct a movie. Oh, I'm sorry. Satire.
It all started in Pagadian, Zamboanga del Sur. This is the countryside where Felip John Suson was raised. His mom wanted to name him Kenji, but his grandpa Felipe insisted to name him Felip. He was the youngest member of a family that barely had anything financially. They were very poor that instead of a cake on his birthday, all he gets is a plate of instant noodles. Life was so hard that having fried chicken was heaven for him, so it quickly became his all-time favorite. Because of this, both of his parents had to go overseas to find better paying jobs to support the education of Ken and his older sister. He had to be taken under the care of his grandparents. He then grew up in a church and his grandpa was the pastor. He was just a scrawny kid who likes mathematics and discovered drawing as his first talent. So he went on to become an editorial cartoonist in school. Family gatherings in the Philippines always require a karaoke machine,
Heard of
And
that.
Ken's extended family wasn't a stranger to that. He used to hide during these occasions because he was always asked to sing. I was told by some sources that Ken had a very good singing voice as a kid but lost his confidence when puberty hit because it gave him an ultra deep voice which turned out to become one of his greatest assets in the future because of the
Absolutely.
dude named Pablo.
I never thought na may mga tao talaga makapag-appreciate ng voice ko. Kasi hindi ako ganoon ka confident sa voice ko kasi yung range ko mababa lang tapos malalim yung boses ko. Ngayon, parang naging na-appreciate ko na yung boses ko dahil may mga tao nakaka-appreciate. Nice.
Anyway, his newfound love for music got him to learn his first musical instrument without anyone teaching him.
Wow.
So he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but later fixed it as he learned more. He was also active in sports, representing his school in regional tournaments. He played some table tennis and sepak takraw as a spiker. For those who don't know, this position requires exceptional skills to perform explosive jumps to block and spike the ball.
Oh.
The teacher saw this as a potential that can translate into good dancing, so he was offered to join the dance club for better grades. He was hesitant at first, but when he tried, y'all know what happened next. Watching his early clips feels like he was born to dance. He was even hired by his school to choreograph some dance routines. He then moved to Cagayan de Oro to study architecture in college. He became a member of the dance crews called Excite, GA7, and Amigo 7. These last two crews were so good, in fact, Ken had a crewmate named Joshua who went on to become a member of a successful international idol group in the future called the
Z-Boys.
They were beating everybody in the
Right.
countryside, so there was no point in competing there anymore. It was time for the big leagues. They got invited to join major K-pop dance competitions, and this was the first time when Ken met other SB19 would-be members.
Oh, this
Not as
makes me like
brothers, but as
teary-eyed.
enemies. In one particular contest, Josh and Stel's crew defeated Ken's because they already had a GOAT status in the industry at the time. Ken accepted defeat gracefully and even asked to be trained by Josh, which actually surprised him because he thought Ken was a show-off.
Kinausap niya po ako eh. Sabi niya sa akin, Idol Josh, gano'n po tawag niya sa akin yun, Idol Josh. Pasali naman ako sa ano nyo, pa-training naman ako sa grupo nyo. Kahit sa gilid lang ako.
But because of their distance, the training together never happened. Ken then went
Not
home
anymore.
to continue his studies. Fast forward to 2017, he received a message from Josh. It was an invite to audition for the 5th member spot of SB19. But there's one problem. Ken had no money, so Josh was like, no problem, I'll take care of it. Ken then told his grandma about stopping school to pursue it, and she was very hesitant because she thought it was a scam, and his parents overseas would have automatically said no. But Ken was so close to his grandma that he managed to convince her to go in secret.
Thank God,
So the country
Grandma.
boy took
Thank
off
you.
to pursue his dreams. He had nothing with him except his phone, his clothes, and a 1,500 peso pocket money. This time when he arrived at the airport, there was no crew. It was all him. So imagine how that must have felt. Anyway, he took a taxi to SBT Talent Camp, and of course, the driver scammed him. He had to pay 600 pesos for a supposedly 150 peso trip. What a ripoff. Anyway, he finally met Josh and the boys and started training with them for a year while crashing into a distant relative's house to rest up. He slept on the floor, not with a comforter, but a banig. Because if he didn't, he would be homeless. Ken had no salary when he was still training, so he moonlighted as a small-time model to survive, which is an experience that would play a big role in his future. The dude was literally fighting for his dreams every single day. So here comes 2018 when they finally debuted, and though it was a rocky start, they gradually progressed to become the greatest P-pop group God has ever created. If you want to know more about their story as a group, check out the SB19 story series I made. Linked down in the description.
If you haven't seen it, I'm
You can also
pretty sure
join
you
the
will have
highest tier
seen
of
it
our
if you're
channel's
here.
membership. I'm interested to be credited as one of the executive producers. So how did Ken become the most polarizing P-pop idol? Like, how is he either obsessively loved by fans or obsessively hated by bashers?
Oh, okay, I do.
He has this persona of a badass dude who doesn't give a shit. And if you combine that with one of the many accusations thrown at him, then they got themselves a new P-pop villain in the making. But there's one thing in common between all those issues. They lack evidence. There are a few exceptions though. But you can't say a person is arrogant just because he looks cool and badass. The dude is even a softie. He tends to cry in interviews and emotional moments. His awkwardness as a kid is still there, and this TikTok clip says it all.
Me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. Do 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 Steve. Do 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 Steve. Do 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 Steve. Do 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 Steve.
He's a Capricorn.
Do Steve. Do 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 Steve. Do 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 Steve.
Also, you can't just call a person lazy just because you've seen a few clips of him sleeping. I mean, isn't it a result of him working too hard? Being an idol and running your own clothing company at the same time is no joke. The dude only used to draw this aspiration, but now he made it happen. He managed to build a company that sold out merch in just minutes. It's insane. It's even rumored that his company is now worth more than $1 million.
Whoa.
Whether it's true or not, it put an even bigger target on his back. And haters started coming up with even more ridiculous claims, like accusing him of copying 2 K-pop music videos just because they have a similar vibe. This was easily debunked though. If you want to check it out, I made a video about it, link down in the description. His main dancer position got also heavily criticized because of one single clip of him messing up on live TV. It was unfair in my opinion because Ken has always been consistent in his dance performances, yet the haters suddenly forgot about how good he really is.
They just need one thing
Ken never
to...
fired back. Or did he?
Exactly.
So why does the poultry still exist and are still growing in numbers after all the bashing? Well, it's because he doesn't only have the alluring personality, but he also has the capability to back it up.
Correct.
Scratch that. Capabilities. What's crazy about Ken is that he has already shown us enough talent, like his exceptional dancing and singing, that is enough to fulfill a main vocal role.
Saan darating mga salita na nanggagaling sa aming dalawa?
I'm sorry, I just can't stop smiling when I see them. You know it. I don't have to like say it all the time, but...
Yet he still has a lot of secrets. I'm telling you, man, this guy is a living anime character.
That's an amazing video though. How come I've not come across that?
Have you heard of an idol who is also a CEO? A dancer who is known for his aerial flips but never tells us that he can also breakdance. A singer who writes and co-produces his own songs. A musician that plays guitar, keyboard, drums,
Had to keep that
and can even
video.
beatbox.
Sure.
A fashion influencer. A man who plays sports like basketball, billiards, volleyball, badminton, table tennis, boxing, and sepak takraw with decent proficiency.
I'm not very
A
much
skater boy,
in
an artist,
that sports. I don't
a
know that much.
philanthropist, and most especially, a man of faith. I initially thought that the Superior Sound brand was all about him, but I was quickly proven wrong when I found this Bible verse underneath his Bulan CD, Hebrews 1:5-14. The entire passage is lengthy, but it all boils down to Christ being the superior of all beings. I mean, all of us have different religions. Some don't even have one. But I just respect people like him who stand firm behind their beliefs. As of today, Ken has established himself as an arguably the most successful P-pop idol and the richest among his co-members. And it's just the beginning. They're still on their way to introducing Filipino music to the world,
Exactly.
to the US as of the making of this video. And his group SB19 is the first one to ever do it. So what have we learned about Ken's story? For me, it was his persistence and willingness to take risks. Have you ever noticed that sometimes it's your loved ones that said no to your aspirations? Because, they care about you.
Exactly.
They don't want you to fail and all that. Do you know how many people have had visions, ideas, and huge career moves that they were about to do, but they allowed the word no to stop them? For all I know,
Right.
you might be one of those people. The difference with Ken is that he never gave the power to the word no.
I watch them, I just go through a roller coaster of emotions, like happy, sad, proud, just like always. But I'm sorry, I'm a little stuck on that video that keeps on playing in my head, and he's walking and they're showing. That's really, really amazing video. He looks amazing. Cannot stop saying that, I'm sorry. Never stop hate from letting you do what you want to do. I think I've learned that since I also am on a public platform where I'm open to people's opinions, and opinions can turn offensive and hate very, very fast and very, very quick. And it happens to me almost all day. There's someone who just does not like me talking, who just doesn't like me, or want to comment either on my nose or my body or on the way I speak, or they want to judge probably my character just because whatever I wear. It's at the end of the day, you just have to ignore the noise in the background and keep doing whatever you want to do, whatever you like to do, because it's you. That's brilliant ending as well. Again, and it doesn't actually, it's not very hard to be a decent human, but I think we all go through a lot, which I think makes us project frustration on other people. But if you are one of them, I just hope you heal and evolve. So instead of throwing hate around what you are getting in your life, you change your perspective. Do not throw that again out to somebody else, and maybe you heal in your life as well. Truly hope. I was there one day, I know that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye berries, love you. Mahal kita.